You did what you had to do. Now we got a big game next week out in Westchester. Start thinking about it right now. It's time to get ready. Enjoy this one. 14-12, 21-12, 30-12. It's a big win for you, and you worked hard for it. Congratulations.
After the Lower Marion game and senior night, I didn't want to leave the field. None of the seniors did, and we stayed after, and we kind of got together in a little huddle there, and just kind of one last time broke it down, and we came back out later after everyone got dressed. We came back out. The seniors came back on the field, and we just kind of sat out there and talked, because it was kind of sad that we were never going to play football under the lights again at our own field.
It really means a lot to us. It's really a big deal, and I'm just going to miss it a lot.
Only one test remained for Marple before the annual Thanksgiving Day clash against Conestoga.
Henderson ended up being a gigantic football team. Not a real offensive power, but a very good football team. We were, I guess, a 22 to 28 point underdog, depending on what newspaper you read, going out to Henderson. It really turned out well. Our kids went out there. It was really a no pressure situation. We were playing against a team that played now Eastern champion Downingtown to almost a standstill, and really it was a no pressure situation, and our kids went out there and we just played one heck of a football game. Maybe the best football game we played all year. We lost 18-15 out of Henderson. We were ahead 7-3 at halftime, which was a real shocker for them. They had to change their whole offensive philosophy to beat us, and all we did was scrap and scrape and just out-fought them on that front line and made them earn everything they had. We got another touchdown there at the end, and we walked off the field at Henderson being a very proud group of young people. I really think it set the tempo for the preparation for Conestoga. We knew that we could play with the best. Henderson is one of the best.
The game that everyone looks forward to at Marple is a Thanksgiving Day game against Conestoga.
That's a game that I've been dreaming about for a long time. That's a game where no matter how many loses or wins you have in a season, like, that's the game. That's going to be like the deciding of your whole, like, the way you think about football for the next 20, 30 years. It's the game where you do good in it, you're going to feel good about yourself. You win, you're going to feel great. Your turkey's going to taste great.
Conestoga every year is tough. Thanksgiving game is tough because both teams know that this is your last game and that you have nothing to hold back, nothing to save. So you might as well play as hard as you can, and both teams always do. I know I was playing my hardest, and everyone on the team was playing their hardest, and Conestoga was certainly playing the hardest. And it's always a good game. I mean, it's never a blowout either way. Every year I've been here, it's been very, very close. Gicking did an incredible job. Our offense is pretty much based on kicking because we'll run the ball, but more importantly, we'll pass the ball more than we'll run the ball. And that's, for high school football, that's not heard of too often. Most high school teams will run the ball most of the time, and we just took Gicking's skill, his talent, and kind of used that to our advantage. He had some great receivers, so all we needed was some blocking up front, and Gicking just he did the job so well. And he did an outstanding job. Going almost 2,000 yards. Right there statistically, that's incredible.
But we did have an outstanding passing offense this year. We have a quarterback who, for the second year in a row, passed for over 1,500 yards this year. Going into the Conestoga game, Chris needed almost a little over 200 yards to break 2,000 for the year, something that is a milestone in any athlete's career. We had a tight end who caught 40 passes. We had a wide receiver who caught over 40 passes, another wide receiver who caught almost 30 passes, and two running backs who caught 20 passes. What made it difficult, I think, to defend Marple Newtown when we were hitting on all cylinders was that they could not gang up on one particular player. If you look at some of your good football teams in the Central League, all of them have outstanding runners, and most of the defenses tried to gang up. It was very difficult for teams to gang up on one of our wide receivers because our quarterback would hit 4, 5, and 6 different people depending on who was playing at the position.
He came through when we needed it. He came up with some big plays. You can always count on Chris.
We knew we were going to be in a real Donnybrook because we saw Conestoga play against Coatesville the week before and scored all kinds of points against Coatesville in a real old-fashioned shootout. They passed the ball more than at any other time for a Conestoga team. So that meant we had to prepare both for the run and the pass. We put in some new formations for the Conestoga game, a couple new wrinkles of something we knew they wouldn't see and hadn't seen all year. And one of the formations where we put 3 receivers on one side certainly worked for us because what we tried to do was isolate our remaining receiver one-on-one with one of their defensive backs. And of course that isolation got us the touchdown to Paul Brown that eventually was the winning touchdown.
Conestoga came within 2 points late in the game, and their attempt to tie the game resulted in one of the most bizarre endings this season.
Will I remember the extra point? Probably the rest of my life. It's ironic that a play that started on the 3-yard line ended up as far as the 30-yard line after one lateral after another, only to end up back at the 2-yard line. Mike Beer came out of nowhere, one of our biggest kids, to make an unbelievable crushing shot, diving shot, to knock them out of bounds on the 2-yard line. And of course we win, and that makes a good turkey day for all of us. It made us 5-4 in the Central League, which put us in the upper half with those Haverfords and Upper Darbys and Ridleys and Springfields, rather than the lower half with the teams that all struggled this year to try and get some self-recognition and a winning program on track.
I'm glad we all had the experience and we all ended up winning after the slow start and we finished off strong. I'm just proud we all came together as a team, and then it showed how we were winning.
We shocked a lot of people out there to come out with a 5-4 record. No one thought we could really do it, but heck, we pushed forth and we accomplished it, and it feels good. I mean, I'm never going to forget Marple football. It's going to last forever.